Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Hopefully pretty good. Look at us go, man. We're crushing. We're crushing.
Torture? It's a passion.
Torture is a passion. I've been over this once or twice. It's certainly a passion of mine, but, yeah. We are getting further and further, and they've been getting harder and harder and harder as we go. This guy here... So you start with the Unholy Shroud, which is, it's okay. It's a coin flip as to whether or not it's useful. But 50% chance to apply Frostbite 2 with monsters' attacks that deal morale. And we actually... I think it was this one? No. This run here we did heavy morale shenanigans. And we actually got to use that. So we'll see. We'll see if it works. That's not our defining strategy. It's not like we have cheerleaders pom-pom and you're forced into having just the one really good room. This year we don't have to play around with morale. We just get a benefit for doing so. We have access to all three of the monster types. We have the orcs, the skellies, and the demons. Rallying Horn I like. Pile of Bones, minus 35 morale, ricochets to the hero position behind the target if the target is affected by Demoralized. That's okay. So I guess we are trying for some kind of weird morale. Scare them off. I haven't had much luck with that, as heroes I've found are way more likely to have buffs that affect their morale than buffs that affect their health. A lot of times, you'll have the guy who heals 2% morale every turn, or the guy who has, I just take half morale damage, or the guy that heals 25% of their morale, at the end of a fight. As opposed to the healing varieties. We start with a bunch of morale guys, though, and probably my favorite unit is the Orc Sorcerer. And we start with that, and we start with 2 units we haven't used yet. That's cool. We get Kane's Dagger. Interesting. And talents? The Vampire, please. Yeah, so we start with a Vampire and
Let's get to work.
a Zombie Dog now, which is nice. Okay, so we're doing morale, which means we love one of these two. He gets a lot of bonuses from morale, and then she deals extra damage. It's tough. This guy is a lot tankier. So AoE, Nature, Morale, and Demoralized, or shitloads of physical damage to the back, and deals 50% additional damage per 25% morale missing from the target. It's pretty good. His is interesting. Anyone whose morale is under 75%, he gains Enraged at the start of his turn, gaining him... Hopefully, the idea is, if you're going for morale... I think that's the way we do it. I think we're going for morale, and we're going to take this guy, and we're going to try and stack Enraged stacks on him. We tried that once before, and it worked pretty okay. This guy's promotion events all seem to require shitloads of money, so we'll keep that in mind. We'll see if we can keep some money in our back pocket for him. It's often hard. We have a trainer here. I wonder if it isn't better to upgrade a trap. Because I feel like if we're going for scares, upgraded Pile of Bones, pretty good. Seems like a pretty good thing. I'm not convinced Pile of Bones is amazing, but... Let's see. Man, that said, always upgrading this guy is amazing, if we can afford it. But he does not do morale damage. So Let's try for this. See, like, look at this, eh? You can get this up to 20 morale versus 45 morale. Which I know 45 sounds like a bigger number, but you're also giving enrage to the next group, and it's an AoE morale hit. Now, if this bounces, that's an entirely different story. It's just getting demoralized on them. Because there are so many enemies. A lot of your morale damage is going to come from debuffs, and there's a lot of ways for heroes to get rid of debuffs as well. That is a pretty big hit early, though. Eventually, we're probably going to upgrade both. I think we'll take... this one. Just because that'll leave us a little more money. So we can potentially upgrade someone here at the trainer. Okay, so we can't upgrade the good ones. That's fair. We spent money. So let's look. We're looking for AoE morale damage, which would be excellent. Right here, we're seeing AoE morale damage and applies tiredness, so he reduces their damage. Okay resistances, and then when he dies, he applies elemental weakness to the enemies. That's not overly important. Okay, AoE damage morale makes him a lot more damaging. The Gargoyle is actually, I think, a pretty solid unit. This guy just nukes whoever's in front with a shitload of morale damage, which you'd love to see that. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this guy. Okay, he applies Tiredness 3 now, so he'll reduce all their damage by 30%. I think that's pretty huge. And I would love a business trip. And Demoralize deals 200% physical damage instead of morale. So it essentially turns Demoralize into a bleed. Pretty cool, but we are going for a Demoralize build, so RIP, can't take it. 100% though, 8 weeks, shitloads of money and tears. Get the vampire out of here. Too bad, because the vampire is quite good. But we could potentially use that to... We 100% are going to be using that to upgrade our little horn. 55 morale now. Like, now you're starting to talk my language. It's cheaper to upgrade it too. I think ultimately this, because we want to get our Rallying Horn. I like Rallying Horn a lot, but I really like getting the upgrade where it applies to the next 2 rooms. Like, time and time again, we found that to be insane. So, let's go ahead and do it. It's committed. And what are our rooms looking like here? We're gonna rearrange them real quick, I think. Fine. We don't have a tank in this room. You're kinda tanky. Attacks have a 50% chance to apply stunned if the target's morale is under 50%. Wow. And you deal morale damage to front, ricochets the hero position behind if their morale is under 50%. Okay, and then your back attack deals double damage and morale damage if the target is the last remaining hero. Kind of amazing, actually. I love Borka here. I think we're going to be building around that as an idea. I think this is a very powerful... So ironically, like, this is very powerful, but you do nothing for that. Right, the Gargoyle applies Demoralized to all heroes at the start of his turn. Demoralized, demoralized. I think this is how we're gonna run this right now. But of course, Mr. Origami, any chance you can get to be a sexy snake man lady thing, gotta go for that. Borrowed. I'd love to make Borrowed the Tree Bastard if we got him. He'd be amazing in this run, but odds are we're not gonna get one. Get Rudy. Yanks. We'll get Sea Devil from Russ. Let's go ahead and get Dino Navav Anan. And Fox can be our Dark Magus. There's a lot to be said for putting the Dark Magus in the first room and keeping them alive longer with the tiredness. But then who am I putting? Yeah, I kind of like it. I think that'll be our rooms. I mean, this over here is better. So Mr. Origami's going to do some crazy things at that point. And we're going to take the hard one. We want a monster. We want a ton of money. 4 difficulty in a resting room. I think that's a morale one as well. So we might have been a little bit screwed over by the game. But I didn't have to take this fight. Where is the rest site? Yeah, 15% morale right before it fights the Father of the Damned. So that's super unlucky for us. Super unlucky. That said, they actually kind of have lower morale. So he removes penalties from everybody, of course. Restores 25% of max morale after a fight. And cannot be affected by penalties dealing damage or morale over time. So already hard counters our build. But like I said, I find morale is just very hard to get off. So frontline gets destroyed by fire and ice. Yeah. Backline's getting a shitload of air damage. We'll have to hope this kind of works out for us there. I think Rallying Horn here is better. I'm not going to have Demoralized on him. I don't think you apply Demoralized, do you? No. Apply Terrified. Yeah, it sucks because that trap's there. I think the Enrage is better here. And they fight this guy. Spell. Actually... I'm going to change my mind here. Enrage is so good, though. But if we hit this guy with the pile of bones... He's going to lose a shitload of morale, and he's going to get some back from here, but that might start the rage stacks going. And there's a good chance we do get demoralized from this group onto him. We'll see. That might be a misplay. I mean, Enraged is amazing, but... Okay, so it's fire and ice to front. Perfect. Air to back. Perfect. That room should be okay. And then we get Enrage on the boss if we need it. We're hoping we don't. I'm feeling pretty confident. It's always a bit sketchy in the first room, but... That's painful, but... Okay. And we'll start... start working on debuffing them. So now do 30% less damage. Ah, right. He'll only do a little bit less. Because we can't put Demoralized on her, so I'm not even going to bother. We're going to see if we can beast mode this guy. Scare him a little bit. And this guy doesn't do any morale damage, which really we want in the first room. But he is very tanky, and he can prevent everyone from taking a morale hit by transforming them into skeletons. Nice. So these guys do 50% less damage, and he's doing 30%. So that's good, and we'll keep stacking that. Should keep us in this fight a lot longer. It's actually working out really well, like much better than I expected. Okay, so he's cleansed everyone's debuffs. That's good. We got that early. Get the tiredness back on them, though. Okay, so one gone. So he's gonna die the frostbite. It's unfortunate. My boy. Brings him back though, as a little skelly man. We like it. We'll just see if we can stun. Nice. Just keep this party going. And we're not doing a ton of morale damage. With just this character, but we're trying. There is a good chance that we end up just straight up killing them. Which was, of course, not our goal, but it works. It works. We'll scare her to death anyway. This guy's just gonna get, like, actual murdered to death. I'm surprised, like, we're still going here. It's not too bad. Alright, little buddy. Well, the sad thing is he's still gonna be able to like recover a lot of this morale. Yeah, so there he goes. He heals it, he's gonna get more back here. Oh, never mind. Spooky. It's really nice softening them up with the tiredness, because now they have like 10 more turns of no damage. Which is kind of what you want to see. It worked out really good for us. Ideally, I would have transformed everyone off of like in the skeletons, so we didn't take the morale penalty for them dying. So it lost quite a bit of morale there. That'll be fine. Yes, Skeleton Executioner 100% is my thing. Deals a lot of morale damage, is a good first room tank for us. I think we go Trainer again. It's a bit tough here. Yank's getting like even better at this nuke in the front. I kind of like. I mean, more damage and more tank is always good too. I think that's a play. I might be wrong. You're definitely a first room kind of guy, though. Fox, we need to keep her morale up. Damn, is she important to the overall run? Okay. Troll beer monsters placed at the front lose -50 speed, but the max life is increased by 150%. No, 50%. I was like, that's insane. No, but that's really good. There's a lot of your frontline guys, you have 0 like speed on them anyway. Like Zelfa says 10 here, so that's okay. We don't have money for any of these things, so we'll just dream, and we'll do a plunder, and 5% chance for one of you to get injured for 3 weeks, but we get a bunch of money. Go. It was not much money, but money it was. So an artifact sounds really good to me. There's not a lot of money on the board anywhere, and money's kind of the most important thing, so we'll go for an artifact. Well, let's see what this group is. AoE ice damage, cannot be demoralized. Cool. And dodges the first trap. Sure. Replaces one of her penalties with a bonus at the start of her turn once, prevents monsters from coming back to life. That's kind of cool. And air damage invulnerable. So front and then back. The back is getting hit by nature and ice. Yeah, that's a shitter. It's gonna be you then. And front is getting hit by shitload of air damage. Kind of sucks that it moves you down in the tree. And you heal their life. Okay. I think we can rage here. Okay. That's the strat. See if it works.
Fresh meat!
Alright. Get the debuff going. Nice. Ow. Ow. Fine. He can't be demoralized, right? Yeah. We'll just spook the front. And she's got rid of her debuff, which is annoying, but will survive. Nice. Nice. That splash demoralize going. Lower their damage again. Oh, you're so dead, buddy. Fucking rip. I mean, that's his job, though. His job is to die. So that these two can do their stuff. Oh, his attack doesn't splash. That's crazy. I'm so used to him having the skill that makes it so his attack splashes backwards. But we're going to be getting 3 enrage stacks on Father of the Damned every time now. So that's pretty crazy. And all these guys are going in with, like, pretty weak damage. So that'll be nice. Okay, they've got demoralized on him now. Nice. Anything for morale here? The goblin horde? Okay. Sounds good to me. Yeah, so now, yeah, he's getting 3 in rage every turn. That's crazy. Nice. So she should run? Yeah, okay. Pretty good. You should run. Nice. Okay, this is working out. Of course, the problem is our strat relies on our first room dying. Damage dealt the monsters here. Okay, I don't care. Monsters have 20% chance to deal a critical strike when attacking. Monsters placed at the back perform an additional attack, but lose minus 20 speed and start fights with minus 50% max life. Like, that's so hard to pull off. I mean, the Bewitched Glove, I think, is pretty insane. Usually. Let's just grab the Horn of Plenty here. Okay, so Fox and Yanks need to take a day off. They need a little nap. So front room now is not amazing for morale. Could I make it better? We don't have to win with morale. Obviously we want to, but I don't think I have the money to really upgrade anything that I super want to upgrade anyway. So let's just go here. Okay, so we found something in the stockroom here. 25% chance that monsters defeated come back to life as a skeleton warrior. That's kind of cool. We already do have, like, resurrecting with borrowed. So it's kind of interesting. Or we give it to Origami and we level him up. Which is worth, like, $300 some right now? 350? I think that's probably worth it. Origami is a huge part of our strat. We haven't touched yet because we've been doing so good. I think I like it. How are you doing? Pretty good. Yeah, as long as we can get their morale under 50, by the time we get to Origami, like, he's just gonna sweep. He will just sweep through them. And then these two just kill if we can't do morale. At that point. Yeah, take Doug over here. I think we'll do an event. Sounds alright. Got an archaeologist here. We'll quarter him. Get a little bit of blood, which is nice. I don't know what the therapist does, actually. Never taken it. Sure. Employees get a therapy session paid for by the company. Killing humans is a difficult line of work, and you often have to leave your conscience at home, particularly during torture sessions. This session was let your employees talk about their feelings and let out some steam. So we can pay 20 tiers to get these two into the boss fight. We're going to be fighting like a champion. I think that's 100% worth it. Sell it for $100 or get some morale. We're gonna sell it for $100. That's cool. Yeah, let's fight our champion. Okay, so she removes 3 stacks from each penalty applied at the start of each turn. AoE nature damage, that's rough. Her damage dealt is reduced by 20% for each penalty applied. Oh. No, presumably our damage to her. Oh, that's okay. We don't really do too many penalties, just demoralized. Places penalties with a bonus, and of course she has morale loss reduced by 50%. And he restores 25% of one hero's morale back after a fight. So it's going to be hard to win a morale game here. It's not to say we can't do it. It's just going to be difficult. Front air, back air. AoE nature. I mean, it's probably this. Or it's this. So the thing is, the demoralize he gives is never actually going to take effect. But he does splash a shitload of morale damage. And if he's at the front, he applies Terrified when he's attacked. Which is kind of spicy. So he's going to get crushed by the air damage. But every time he gets hit, he applies Terrified, which makes them take more damage from morale. It's a nasty fight. We'll see if we can make it work. Hey Yanks, how you doing, man? What's this? They get to remove 2 penalties. Oh, that's fine. I'm hoping she's gone by this point. So really only the back and AoE are getting nuked. Try and make that work.
Come get some.
We'll see. Yo, what's going on with you, Yanks? How you doing, man? My audio is fine, right? Yeah. Yeah, 100% probably okay. The game might be a little loud, eh? I don't know. I don't know. Right. Start stacking the tiredness. We just need to nuke her morale down so bad. She's our big problem in this fight. Nice. Okay, the spooks are happening. Fuck! Okay. That's a rip. He's gonna restore their morale a bit. Oh, he didn't choose to, okay. It's fine. So he's gonna get 2 enrage stacks, which is nice. Should be enough to send her home. Well, she already has tons of Terrified stacks, so we don't need to keep stacking Terrified. Okay. Nice, we get the Frostbite going. Nice, now he gets 3 enrage every turn. which might counter the tiredness. Might not. The only problem with this strat is if we cannot kill their morale. Like, if we can't, like, scare one person by the end of this fight, this team is in a world of pain. He healed himself, what an asshole. This might freak her out. Yeah. Bye. Okay. We're looking good. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, let's get the bleed going, because that works well with the vampire. So it deals... It ricochets to the hero position behind the target if their morale is above 50%. Okay. So no dice on that, unfortunately. But all his attacks have a 50% chance to stun if the target's morale is under 50%. Which is insane that we can stun the Druidess here. Wow. That's kind of mental. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Oh my god, stunned her again. Insane. Rip. Nice. And now that you're the last guy, this is doing like 100 and some morale damage? Wow, 147. So I can kill them or make them run away. Let's get some more blood. Yes, I was just thinking. Oh, so it lowers the enemy's morale in an AoE and then makes the next trap work twice. That's kind of cool, actually. All monsters gain enraged when a creature is defeated. It's pretty good. But this is what I was thinking about. Like, this guy would be amazing for our current group. I think we have to. That trap was really cool, but... Okay, like I said though, Fox and Yanks, you guys need to have a nap. You're going here. This group's totally fine, I think. The back one. Honestly, since it's kill group, you could definitely take Borrowed, because he doesn't do anything in the first room. Aside from just tank. But now we have tanks that we can use to get around that. Okay, there's our interview, so we have to save money for that. I think this is probably one of the most important pickups we're going to make, is getting the Enrage work on 2 groups of monsters. I know I said I wanted to save money. We're going to try and plunder some money here. Or we'll do the business trip. Usually good cash flow from that. Whenever a demon's defeated, apply 3 burn. Meh. 106 bucks. I mean, also makes Fox happy, which is cool. But she's gonna be gone anyway from the next fight. I think we send borrowed. I think we can afford to be without him for 8 weeks. And that is a lot of cash. Okay, so what do you want? Your Infernal Pestilence. My primary care necromancer recommended that I use a more suitable ergonomic setup at work. Company insurance won't cover the purchase. Surely we can work something out. So we can give him our Horn of Plenty or 200 bucks. We'll keep the Horn of Plenty for now. So what does he get? Oh, now he gets 2 stacks of Enrage for every hero under 75%. That is fucking awesome. And I think we go for keep doing the tough fights. They're working out for us. You know, I like the better pay, obviously. But I think if you keep doing the hardest fights, then at least you're prepared for when the actual tough fight comes in. So he ignores the first attack suffered. I assume that's just period, not per fight, but it could be. And he implies enrage to everyone, which is annoying. Monsters cannot come back to life. Replaces their penalties with a bonus. And applies dodge to somebody and has a shitload of armor. 95% armor. Okay, well. Rude. Thankfully, though, they all have, like, lower morale. Okay, so front is physical. It's getting hella physical here. Front is also air. Hate that. And vulnerable. And then AoE, physical damage, and bleeding. I think this is strats. I think this is strats. We'll see. Rallying Horn, of course, start. We're not going to have demoralized on anyone, are we? Yes, we will. That's too fucking bad, because Rallying Horn is excellent here. No, I think we still go Rallying Horn, though. We just cry about that. So they get some life back. We actually don't care, because we're doing morale damage. Front gets shit canned. We're planning on you're going to be gone, though. Your morale should break by this point. So front air damage. We can make that work, I think. This might even be the play. I mean, he does some crazy stuff with bleeds. Maybe we want him alive more. Stun's nice, but yeah. And the old pile of bones, which won't do too much, but it'll do something. And we're cool with that. Okay, so you dodge the next attack. You're immune to the first attack. So we're just going to start with a howl. Just say, let's get rid of that with our shitty attack. We're more than happy to have. Let's get some nature damage. Let's get some demoralize up in here. We're gonna cry about that. It hurts. You need to survive. You died. You never want to see that. Nice. I also don't want to see that, but Nicely done. Okay. So they're at least going to go into our mid-boss fight with 2 characters on 25% morale. Or like 75%. Which is perfect. So he's going to get a shitload of good enraged triggers. Healing here is a little annoying, but it is what it is. No problem. Like, you want to apply Terrified so your second attack does even more morale damage. But it just does so much just sweeping with this bad boy. And this should get us more enraged, so... I wish there was more things you could do to buff this guy up. Because pretty much always I've found the mini-boss is just a punching bag. Like, they get like 2 turns in, they do some stuff, and you're like, okay. I guess. Look at all this enrage. He's gonna die right now. So sad. I mean, we spooked him though. We can keep spooking them if we want. Apply a rate. Ooh, enrage to our next group of monsters, kind of cool. We're still gonna go for spooking the first guy. And this allows us to have the stun chance on all our targets, which is nice. So normally I would go Sharp Horns here to start working on the bleed. I think it's actually better to do the AoE, and that's going to pop his Involm. Which is kind of nice. We might be able to scare him on this attack. Fortunately, our Vampire is not really going to be able to do anything. So, like, how does this guy do so much fucking damage? Like, it's insane. Absolutely incredible. He's dead anyway. That's important. Fuck. Okay. Like, that damage is just insane. Like, holy fuck. Anyway, get out of my swamp. Okay, get more regen. Don't super care. Better Whiplash is really good. Better Whiplash. Like, if I have to fight, Whiplash is like all my damage, so... Okay, a few people are sad. It's whatever. You can go here, you two can come back here. Maybe take Zelva's out to, like, have a little nap. And then throw... honestly, we really just need bleed in the last group here. So... And hell yeah, we'll go training with tons of cash. Better stun chance, even more damage, more tank. It's pretty freaking sweet, not gonna lie. I think Yank's like just the raw morale damage he does is insane. So we'd love to keep that going and spend it on Fox. Maybe she's pretty good. Make her tankier, deal more damage. Sure. It's kind of all our money, but 27 morale damage now. Tiredness 3, which is really good. Yes, I think we will transmute some of this stuff for money. I like having a little on hand. You never know when you're gonna need it, but I don't think I can afford to upgrade one of my cool traps. Maybe. Business trip. You can always use more money. One thing you'll learn. Monsters at the front deal 2% additional damage per missing life. It's kind of cool, I guess. This is kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, we'll do a trainer here. I really think Sugnif is super important upgrade because he's like our frontline tanky boy. I love the idea also of super ghost nuke, but I wish we had another unit that gave demoralized, like an AoE or something, just to really work. I guess the problem is, so the gargoyle does that passively, but he only puts one stack, and the heroes often get a turn before you do, which ends up screwing that up because then it goes away again. Like, Sugnif would also be amazing in the last room because their morale is going to be so low. Yeah, part of me really likes getting a ghost upgraded. Okay, what do we got here? Artifacts we like. Do we like artifacts instead of a shitload of money? Probably not. That said, this resting room gives them morale back. And we don't really care about the trap. This resting room just removes debuffs, which is less painful for us. It's not as annoying, I guess. Something like that. Okay, what do we got? Front heavy nature damage. Speed. Ignores the first attack suffered and heals life. Cannot be affected by penalties, dealing damage or morale over time. So that's fine. That's not too bad, actually. This is a pretty sweet little spread. Shitloads of fire damage coming our way. Kind of annoying. But front is going to get shit canned, so we're definitely going to Rallying Horn. We are definitely going to... Front is eating a lot of nature and fire damage. Yeah, we're not really cut out for that. See, the problem is you really want her to go first. It sucks this guy goes first, actually. Because then she starts lowering their damage. I guess this is how you have to do it. Man, this guy's fucking fast. But you really do want to lower their damage. And actually, I'd prefer you dying before the ghost. If possible. The ghost is going to die first anyway to AoEs. Now that I look at it. It's unfortunate. Like, surely I don't do this, right? He hits you for 80 damage, plus the poison. And then another 55. But you won't die too. So you get your debuff off. Maybe that is the strat. She's still gonna get her debuff off. And then she'll die. But getting the debuff off once is pretty good. And that's gonna give Sugnif a turn here to get demoralized. Actually, he's probably gonna go for the area attack, right? Versus if you go here, 188 life. I mean, you're just getting shit canned. Well, okay, maybe not really. So he's dealing... what? Call it 50 damage to you? Then she's dealing... 80. And like another 45. Thanks. Plus you're gonna have a lot of poison on you. Yeah, no, I'd rather this, I think. That's tough. Pile of bones! It's always weird when you see the two traps up front. Just not used to it. Okay. So, plan is you're dead. So we're only really worried about fire at the front, so that's fine. This will give you more resistance. You come in and do your thing. That looks pretty good. Okay. Wee. No, maybe you do end up dying. Fuck, that's annoying. But that's why we keep the ghost alive. Okay, no, you're fine, you're fine. You're fine. Man, like, just barely got that math working. Thank God. Okay, goodbye. But now they have elemental weakness. This guy here is demoralized. Deal extra damage. Or we could start proccing demoralized on everybody here. I think so. I think it's probably good stacking it up, right? That gets rid of debuffs. Anything else get rid of debuffs? You're immune to demoralize. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, we should scare you off. And then our next trap is going to splash damage. Perfect. Bye. Now, this does mean we're getting less enrage stacks on the mini-boss, but he's also getting hit less, which is probably for the best. Unfortunately, he's getting hit by fire, which he's weak to. But that's okay. Still looking pretty good. Nice. Oh, he's getting mad. He's getting mad as hell. So I think she dies from frostbite? If not, it's real close. Yeah, she does. And he's gonna die here. Burn's gonna do basically nothing. Yeah, let's just enrage. She's gonna get rid of all her debuffs here. Wow. It's looking pretty good for it. Oh, wait. Than this crew. Oh my god. That damage. Nice. Nicely done. Okay. Still going pretty good. Cheerleader's pom-pom is so fucking spicy. All monsters gain Rage 4 when the creature is defeated. I really like that idea. Attacks targeting only the hero at the front. Deal 30% of final damage to the hero position behind the target. This is actually a lot of our damage. The final room, this is all of our damage, is a single target to the front hero. If it works on morale as well, that's insane for the ghost. I'm gonna take it and we're gonna see. If this works on morale, that is fucked. In a good way for us. If it does not work on morale, that's okay. Definitely hit up the trainer here. That's chill. Yeah. I think making Executioner even better. He's a very strong unit. So he applies Terrified 3 when he's attacked. And he just crushes. I like it. All around pretty tanky guy. Would not mind some more money. But I think we'll take the event, see what happens. I do not want Poison Cloud. Yeah, we can sell monsters that aren't useful to us. They're all pretty useful right now. So I have to take one of these. It's kind of an annoying event. Demoralized deals 200% physical damage instead of morale. Again, that's kind of like against what we're trying to do. We could transition though. Because we do end up going for a lot of like kills. Because all we really need is to get their morale below 25 or 50%, and a lot of that's like with actual damage we do. It's this one. Monsters placed at the front deal 2% additional damage per missing life point. Percent. But we have to sacrifice Rudy, like he's just dead. If we do that, which honestly, it's probably fine. We're just talking about having a monster that gives Demoralize on demand, and there it is, but it's probably fine. Or we could spend life to get the monsters at the back are slower and have half the health, but get an additional attack. I don't like that at all. Fuck. I mean, whoever goes at the front is going last. So there is kind of like a synergy there. With my monsters at the front go last, and then... Okay, goodbye, Rudy. And then there's, you know, potential. Definitely gonna go on a business trip. Thank you. We might be taking a heavy fight. I don't know about this here. I don't know if we can afford Edward. I never renamed a fucking vampire. That's okay. Let's get Magetti. Can we afford not having... Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think we'll be okay. 25% chance that monsters defeated come back to life as Skeleton Warrior is so spicy. But Fox... Well, Fox used to be a huge part of our strat. I think she still is. She's pretty good. Okay, well, goodbye, Magetti. Get me some money and some blood, thanks. We don't have to take the champion fight here. We're going to, though, because we want the money, we want the rare, and we want to prove that we can do it. So they are going to restore 15% of their morale. We're hoping it's after the mini-boss. It's right before... Oh, it's health. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's see what we got here. We've never seen her, a necromancer. Back ice damage. Brings a dead hero back to life as a skeleton warrior at the start of each turn. That's cool. She gains enraged when she loses morale. Well, that's going to be bad for us. That will be constantly. He removes penalties of most stacks from all heroes that start his turn once. Front ice. And starts with dodge. Gives dodge to the person with the lowest health. AoE, like, these fucking, holy shit. Like, the bards deal insane damage. Kind of OP, not gonna lie. The thing is... Yeah, I guess you start with Rallying Horn. That's a fucking tough one, though. Okay, so back is getting shit canned for ice. Front is getting somewhat ice. So this lets you go ahead of him, which I like. Yeah. This might be it. So you applied Terrified when you're attacked. Because she needs to open A to lower their damage, but B... The problem is the first attack is going to miss on all of them. He's pretty tanky for ice damage. This should be fine. Oh fuck, my ghost. The ghost's so fucking good though. Do I say fuck? Lowering their damage by 50% though is huge. And like we need some AoE morale damage, but then also Ghost. The Ghost's so good. It's like Ghost will just kill this guy. And she's gonna have 1,000 in rage. It's fucking scary. Okay. This is a spice. That was a spicy move right there. That was Spice World on tour. I don't know if I like it, but I've done it, so let's see what happens there. Okay. Back ice is bad. Yeah, you're actually pretty tanky too. You're going to be gone, so it's actually only going to be back ice. And then physical. Sure. Make it work. Oh my god, she's terrifying. So yeah, she's getting the enraged stacks. Oh fuck. She's going to become like so powerful. But we just got to eat it. Let's see if this bounces, though, because that'll be... Holy fuck. It doesn't. Okay. That's fair. I'm glad we took Ghost, though. I think that was the right play. If he even gets, like, 3 attacks off and take this guy out by himself... Fuck. Wow, this guy just put dodge on himself twice like an asshole. We want him to, we want him to remove debuffs early so that they can go into this with hopefully Demoralize on them. I know that's pissing her off. I know. It's gotta happen. You are dead, my friend. But you got a good attack off. Oh, fuck. Demoralized even gets her enraged going, eh? That's spicy. That's spicy. But We're doing it. We're doing it. Team Scarecrew. We just cry because she's dealing 1,000 or oh my god, 100% extra damage. It's only double damage. Fight. Get spooked, bitch. Okay. I love how we never actually... Well, we hit him once, I guess. Okay. But they've got 12 demoralized stacks. Yeah, restore some life. See what that does for you. You're gonna roll in this room and he's gonna go boo and you're gonna run away. Holy shit, though. The dodge is... It doesn't matter. Bye. Some necromancer scared of the undead and shit. Alright. Just you and me, little friend. How you doing? Jesus. I mean, that's how you want that fight to go. Unfortunately, we need to have some of these people take a break, maybe. We could buy them a break, I guess. Monsters at front game plus 40 speed. We already hard counter that with our other artifact. We're not taking it. These guys are both very powerful. And they're going in the final room. I love how beefy this guy is, and I think that might be what we go for. Also synergizes well with our other orc, because he does fire damage. We love it. So, when you do that, this room looks less good, but... I mean, we can temporarily make this, like, kill room or something. You can kill pretty hard with these two. Engineer sounds good. More enrage. Yeah. I like more enrage. Yeah, I was saying, we're saving money in case that guy comes up. Business tree. You make Zelphus sad and get a miracle pill, don't care. This is perfect. Money and get morale on this guy, yes. Alchemist for more money or an event? Carry the money? Let's do our interview here. Sorry, you're most wicked. I'm horrified to discover that I'm having happy thoughts. A top-up of hero tears would help me regain the sorrow necessary to complete my tasks appropriately. Plus 40 resistance. Holy shit. Sure. Let's do engineer here. So that's max level. Okay. So we'll upgrade our pile of bones. Let's upgrade it a second time. So it's max level, minus 70 morale. That's pretty good. Let's do a little plunder. 100% chance to upgrade a trap. Doesn't. Or we could make you guys all lose 1 morale. Hope we find a monster. Sure. And cool, we found a little gnoll. It's not a gnoblin, but it'll have to do. Oh, Magetti's back. Well, there you go. The back room now looks fine. Just did wolf, so let us do spider fury. $50 to make everyone happy? Sure. Okay, we want to save... We basically just need money. We don't need a monster, so we'll go for this one here with the disaster room. But we need money to upgrade like 1 or 2 more guys before the final battle. So front physical, front ice, back air. So physical... And the ice is gonna fuck you up. Oh yeah. Alternatively. Back air? I mean, this is a room. We're not gonna get their morale down too far, but things are gonna happen in this fight. Rallying horn. We're not gonna have demoralized, right? Not on the front target, which is the only place it matters. So. Okay. Okie smoky.
Come get some.
I kind of recognize these heroes, so I wasn't too worried. So he applies Enraged, and he cannot be poisoned. He does... Holy shit, that air damage, that was insane. Even with... I feel like he did more damage than he was supposed to. Oh, he's Enraged, of course. Yeah, he had 30% more damage. That makes sense. But he, yeah, restores morale, 25% of max morale after a fight. Applies Broken Armor when attacking, which only applies physical damage and bleed, I think. And then he removes the penalty at the most stacks across the board. And he gains a random bonus if he's not benefiting from any bonuses, which is fine. So we'll get the debuff stacking. Hurts, but he didn't die. That's all that matters. Man, you can crush his morale right now. Or deal so much damage to that guy. It's gotta crush the morale though. Gotta get that going. That's a big part of the Father of the Damned strat. Nice. 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 A little bit of bad day with that fire damage. What we want to see. Keep stacking the burn.
What?
Hurts. You're not dead yet. You might just die on your turn. Debuffs, of course. Nice, he lived. No, you need to live. Oh yeah. Bye. Psych. Man, the two birds, one stone is actually pretty crazy. Or the two bird stone, as it's called. Yeah, and they're still gonna hit the trap here, the rallying horn, which will put him below the 25% morale, which is important. Part of me wants to lower their morale. It's not gonna get low enough though. But I should probably guarantee him. Because, like, oh yeah, but he heals 125%.
Alright.
Fucker. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Well, it's close. No, the morale hit was right. That was the right call. So we're actually going to go Intimidation here. Because again, enraged stacks on this guy are just so potent. And there's two here right at the start, so I drop one of these. And yes, we're trying to kill them, but now I'm going to be getting... what? Another 4 enrage every turn. Feels more damage for me. Looks like they're weaker to air. Okay. Cool. It's fine with me.
Alright.
Now, we do die here, but their whole crew is feeling pretty hurt. We can do like some goblin, like bat wave or something. Stalactite falls, snowballs. Nice. Hit him with some snowballs for fun. Actually, the stalactite falls thing is better. Stack up that frostbite. Nice. More enraged when I cast that on the next set of monsters. That's quite good. Pretty good. Okay, you can come back now. You can go over here. You can go here. You can go here. It's a pretty sweet little crew. We have no traps that can be upgraded. You want to see it. What else we want to see is probably upgrading you. Zugnif's kind of been dying a lot on us, which is annoying. Oh, I mean, upgrading Wolf here, though, seems pretty huge. Like, the damage he puts out is just mental. But if we are sticking with the demoralized strat, it's probably something like this. Centrifuge that can transform hero blood into tears. Sure. Crystal Skull is kind of tempting. No, we need our ghost. We can probably live without Borrowed for a week. He's pretty good, but 240 bucks, hard to pass up. Oh, this is the fucking final fight. Whoops, rip. Very Borrowed. It's okay, we don't actually need you. You're very good, but we'll, we actually don't need this here either, the money. Okay. It's gonna be spicy. Always a bit spicy. Always a bit spicy. I really need to keep in mind when the last week is. Alright, so Shitloads of ice damage front. Shitloads of fire damage front. AoE fire. Kind of actually sort of kind of maybe kind of sort of makes sense to do this. The fire damage is going to burn the shit out of you, but the majority of the damage is going to be ice and then fire on the AoE. If you're in the back, all you give is terrifying. The back gives ice weakness. We don't actually... Oh, actually, you do ice damage, don't you? That could be cool. So you ignore the first attack suffered. Okay. And then you heal someone for 25% and remove all penalties. Maybe stacking the ice weakness, not a bad idea. I don't know, because it's going to remove all penalties before that happens. Fucking spicy. Is this it? No, my ghost! Right. Anybody hit the back? No. I mean, you will die to the fire at the back. Just slowly. It'll happen. Oh fuck, so which one? Man, they have so much fucking morale, too. Yikes. This is a tough one. I think, like, ideally, it would be nice... Okay, because the demoralized are gonna go away, potentially. Potentially. So we could have demoralized on them for the trap and hit this guy for a shitload of morale damage. A tough one. We're just gonna try and lower their damage a shitload and make the fight last as long as possible. Okay. This should be pretty good. I mean, I do love getting Enraged going. But I think Pile of Bones makes sense because we have Demoralized. We can hit him pretty hard with that. Oh, no. Yeah, it will have Demoralized. Okay. Rallying Horn, and this is going to be the hard fight. Are any of you going to be gone at that point? Probably not. Probably not. This is probably the exact fight we're going to have again. So Fire and Ice front. Yeah. Okay, we like that. Tons of splash damage if we just keep hitting the front here. Are you better? 45 air damage versus physical. It's about comparable. 3 bleed, 3 bleed. But demoralize 1 at the start of their turn. That doesn't actually really matter. Let's go dog, because he gets enhanced resistance that way and the guaranteed critical in the back slot. That all seems fine. Well, it's going to be neat anyway. Tough fight, but we'll make it work. Let's get the morale going down. Keep that goddamn ghost alive. You know, as long as we can, within reason. There's so much you can do in that regard. You will die before your next turn. So, let's get some big damage. Let's get some demoralizing. Like that. Reduce their damage even more. 50% damage reduction. Should keep the ghost alive for a bit. If the ghost can get enough kisses here, it'll be okay. That's gonna go through you and hit you. You might survive this hit. Yeah, that reduced damage coming in clutch. And you two should survive. Nice. You gotta keep it going. Keep stacking tiredness. Okay, some pretty good kisses here. So he's at 50%. I don't think we're gonna morale break him. I think maybe we just go for the insane back damage here. I don't know. So what are they gonna remove here? 2 penalties. So by the time they get to that room with the most stacks, yeah. So we'll get rid of his morale. There's a chance we can spook him. Problem is, if it doesn't spook him, like it's kind of, yeah. Because he is going to take another huge morale hit here, which will splash backwards. Or, yeah, this is the play here. I think we assume we have to kill this guy. We drop a big fat nuke, and then hopefully she'll get demoralized. So our next fight will help a bit with that. And that's good, it made her heal herself and not this guy. So. Okay. The morale is getting low. What you want to see. We get a little bit of enrage going our way. I think stacking Frostbite's going to be important. He's got pretty good resistances. Most of the ice, but shitload the air for some reason. It's fine, whatever. I'm just hoping he survives. One more turn, please. Hell yeah. Stack the Frostbite up. Get the morale lower. We might be able to scare this guy. Which would be ideal, because I'd not have to worry about him. I think we do it. I think we go for the scare. Yeah, I mean, if we kill him, and that's great. We would love that. But we know we do a ton of morale damage here as well. You can always scream. How much morale does he have? 87? It's 28. Yeah, it's not really gonna happen. Okay, well, let's start doing our 2 birdstone biting.
2 minutes.
And we can go ahead and splash the bleed back. My dog. Oh my god, not my vampire too. And those AoE attacks have been doing like insane fucking damage lately. Right. And splash. Nice, and we got the stun. So he's just dead, which is good.
2 minutes.
Okay, that's what you want to see. And if he gets another turn, they're both dead. I see, we built this strat around origami and it worked out. It just seemed funny that our entire strat was like the last room.
You're still alive. I mean, I knew you could do it. I am delighted to offer you a job with high responsibility. You are now permanently assigned to the defense of the dungeons in the Old Empire, as well as regular contracts. Don't go and enslave all of humanity, eh? We still need some for our dungeons.
Nice.
Ah,
And that was the
my
hardest
work
level,
here
eh?
is done.
Huh. Maybe it was just because like I got like kind of like a little better at the game by the end, so it didn't feel like. Felt like this one was easier than the last one. The last one had a really nasty artifact in it.
Fear me. Torture, it's a passion.
Yeah, this is pretty huge too. $50 or 100% chance to gain enraged every time the master takes damage. That's pretty good, actually. I think, man. That's a tough one. I think we'll go with this one here. So the next one is we can go endless mode or ascension mode. Oh. Okay, cool. So this is basically, yeah, right, makes sense. The gold gain at the end of dungeons reduced by 10%. That's really hard. Oh. Oh, cool. So you can buy your starting fruit? Oh, that's neat. And choose your starting traps as well. That's kind of fun. So, I love how it says 1700 out of 1500. Which I assume, like I probably can't even save this, right? Because it's not enough. That is, I like that though. Man, that's crazy. You can just start with fucking the Kami Goblin because I love this little guy. Yeah, so you can't add it because that's funny that like the default crew is a higher like pay, which makes sense if you think about it. Do something like this, and then the boar is really good though. What the fuck? I feel like the boar is much stronger than the orc. Yeah, the orc has the enrage thing though, which is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, dude, I'd probably do something like this. These little goblins we get a lot of use out of. Oh my god, the goblin drummer is so good too. Do we just not take any traps? That's fine, right? Let's get rid of something like this and grab your little drummer boy. Call it a day. The goblin drummer was a lot of fun. I don't know, that's neat though. That's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna call it. It's getting a little late. We've unlocked the Enchantress now.
It is inevitable.
So this will be our next run, is trying out like all the new like traps and abilities and monsters that she has available to her. That's pretty cool. Very excited to see how that goes down. But yeah, I'm just gonna call it a bit early tonight. We'll try and get some other stuff tomorrow, but take it easy, everyone. And as of Wednesday, I'll be employed again in like a super full-time position, so I might not be on as much. I'm gonna try and be on regularly, but it just might be like earlier streams, which kind of sucks. I like doing the late streams, but it is what it is. You know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, take it easy. Bye.